Today topic is SFD, 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 and BMD. Today topic is SFD and BMD. First, today first type of suppers. Types of support. Act number. First support is support is hinge support. Hinge or pin support. This is hinge support. This type support you can see the door clamps and railway gates. The definition of hinge support. Hinge support, which is a support which allow rotation, which does not allow which does not allow translation, but allow rotation. But allow rotation about axis of hinge. And another definition is hinge support is the 2 degree of rest, 2 degree of restraint in the vertical and horizontal direction, and only rotational displacement can occur. Rotational displacement can occur means there is free free to move, free to rotate, but there is restraint means badha, any kind of badha. So rx ry opposite in nature, this force is that side, right side. You can draw this supports left side and downward, any kind of, just I am just showing there are two restrictions here. And you can say occur, you can say number of number of number of reaction. This is vertical reaction, this is horizontal. Number of reaction equal to number of motion restricted, number of motions restricted. Here two, you can say 2 degree of restraint, মানে there is two reaction and two motion here equal to 2. Number 2 is roller support. Roller support. Here roller support, this type roller support ry, and you can say the roller support is the 1 degree of restraint in the vertical direction, direction. Just only restriction is vertical, no. Here rx equal to reaction, the number of reaction 1, number of reaction equal to 0, and that is 0 key, number of reaction 1, and number of motion of restriction equal to 1. Next, third is knife edge. Support. This is same type of roller support, but small difference in knife edge support. There is only either upward or downward, but in this case, in roller support, see, upward and both can occur, both can occur together, but here not. or upward or downward, and definition is 1 degree of restraint in the vertical direction. Knife edge. Fixed support. Fixed support. A support which neither allow translation nor rotation. About axis of fixed. About axis of fix. Suppose this is beam fix. Here number of reaction for fixed support upward Ry, horizontal reaction Rx, and here on there is one moments Fz, Mz. This is z direction in the boat and outside of the boat, z direction, and this is fixed support. There is number of restriction 3, neither allow translation nor rotation. What is beam? What is beam? Beam is a structure, is a horizontal structural member, horizontal structures, horizontal structural member which carries transverse load, means vertical load. Transverse load. This is beam and this is transverse, means vertical load. And number of beams. 1. Simple supported beam. Simple type of beams, simply supported. Here heading is type of beams. Simply supported beam. A beam whose both ends are situated at extreme ends. Both ends are situated at extreme end. Suppose one hinge support or other end is roller support, and here knife edge can support you can use. This is simply one end is hinge and other end is roller or knife. The beam whose both end situated at the extreme end. This is simply supported beam. And the num here the number of reaction Ry and Rx. But in roller support only vertical reaction. Second is overhang beam. Overhang beam. Both ends a beam whose both ends are not situated at extreme ends. Suppose this is beams and not extreme it. This is overhanging beam, both situated at ends. Overhang beam. Number 3, cantilever beam. A beam having one end fixed and other end free is known as cantilever beam. One end free and other end is fixed. One end fixed and this is cantilever beam. Here this fix, there is reaction Ry Rx and one moment Mz and Rx Ry. This is fixed support. Number 4, fixed beam. A beam whose both ends rigidly fixed at its supporting wall. Means both end is rigidly fixed. There are number of reaction 6. This is fixed support Ry, Rx and Mz. Same condition here, Ry, Rx and Mz. There are number of reaction, number of motion restricted. Last one is 5th, propped. Cantilever beam. whose one end is fixed, other end is roller support. Roller support only Ry, and here three fixed support. One end is prop cantilever, one end fixed and other end is roller support. And here number of reaction is 4. Here 3 3 reaction, here 1 reaction. So prop cantilever beam. Now type of loads. Here load is the external causes which tends to change of state of motion or rest. A load is a mechanical this is force, and load is a here mechanical force which need direct contact, physical contact. That is load. Force is a external causes which tends to change of state of motion or rest. Force, and load is a mechanical force which needs direct physical contact. And load for beam, concentrated load, this load acts at a particular point, or point load, and this is distributed load. Distributed load, this load acts entire span of beam, loads acts at entire mean puro, span of beam, span mean length, total length. And distributed load divided by 2, one is uniform